In Meadow Surprises, what does the poem suggest you might see resting on a buttercup? You chose a butterfly. And it is correct! How many concentric circles does the National War Memorial consist of? Exactly. 4 makes sense, and it is right choice. Walk softly through the velvet grass. The poetic device used here is smart pick. Metaphor is the correct choice.
Who wrote the poem Pushpe Kiya Balasha, mentioned in Ananda's letter? You got it. Your choice, Makamalal Chaturvedi, is right. Which circle symbolizes the ancient war formation called Chakravya?
Clear logic. Your choice renunciation cycle is sound and 100% true. Why does the butterfly in the poem unfolds its drinking straws? Good thinking. To sip the nectar is the right answer. What animal does the poem say you might scare in the meadow? Smart move. A rabbit is an accurate answer. How many names of fallen soldiers are etched on the tablets? Right choice. Over 26,000 is the best answer.
Which one of the following is not an attraction of a meadow?
Well reasoned. Noisy vehicles is the correct choice. What does the poem say a dandelion's fuzzy head turns into? Nice selection. Parachutes is the correct and valid answer. The grass in this meadow has grown tall. True or false? Excellent choice. True is the right answer. Which of the following words means opposite T? Fuzzy. Well picked. Thorny is the correct answer. If you want to discover the surprises, you should move. Great job. Softly is the accurate answer. Which circle is known as the Circle of Immortality? Valid point. My servants is true.
The poet describes the grass as something as soft as
Sharp thinking. Velvet is the right choice. Finite verbs do not change according to the subject. Strong choice. False is the right answer. Having taught her son to cook, she finally relaxed. Well done. Perfect participle is the right choice. The surprises do the meadows have to offer are dash. Correct. All of these is the right answer. What is the term for the act of collecting stamps? Right again. Philately is a valid answer. Dash are waiting to be discovered in the meadows. Nicely done. Surprises is a solid answer. Finite verb acts as the main verb in the sentence. Excellent. True is a brilliant choice. What is India's highest wartime gallantry medal? No. Solid response. Param is a valid choice. What is Ananda's hobby mentioned in the letter? Great thinking. Stamp collecting is the right choice.
When was the National War Memorial inaugurated?
You're right. February 2019 is the correct answer. What do you not see immediately in the meadows? Perfect. A rabbit is the correct choice. The doctor is attending to the injured people. Bravo. Finite verb is the answer. Which of the following words means expose? Correct response. Unfold is the most accurate answer. Present and past participles function as dash.
Good job. Your answer adjectives works well here. The shape of the dandelion resembles a dash. On track. Parachute is the correct answer.
In a meadow, the birds make their nests in. Nice work. You chose tall grass, and it is correct. What is each brick in the memorial called?
Excellent. Tablet is a brilliant choice.
The poet talks about the surprises in the.
Correct response. Meadows is the most accurate answer.
What does the poet mean by meadow houses?
You chose all of the above. And it is correct.
What does the Amar Jawan Jyoti represent?
Good thinking. An eternal flame is the right answer.
Meadows are dash, according to the poet.
Solid response. Grassy is a valid choice.
We should walk softly so that we do not.
Correct. Scare the animals away is the right answer.
My little brother wants to be an actor.
Perfect. Finite verb is the correct choice.
Which word is the opposite of badly? Nice selection. Well is the correct and valid answer.
What does the Raksha chakra represent?
Right again. Protection of citizens is a valid answer. Meadows hide secrets. True or false? Strong choice. True is the right answer. Who hops and runs when it is scared?
Clear logic. Your choice, the rabbit, is sound and 100% true.
Butterfly rests on a flower to get.
Great thinking. For nectar is the right choice.
Poet asks us to dash meadow houses. Nicely done. Explore is a solid answer.
We get surprises of a meadow if we.
Good job. Your answer, all of these works well here. What flutters when you blow at it?
Well done. Fuzzy heads of flowers is the right choice.
The meadow offers surprises like.
Nice work. You chose wild burrows, and it is correct.
The poet asks us to listen by the.
Great job. Brook is the accurate answer.
Crying will not get you anywhere. Bravo. Gerund is the answer.
What is the butterfly busy doing?
Well picked.
Sucking nectar is the correct answer.
What is compared to a parachute?
Right choice. Dandelion is the best answer.
Swimming is a very good sport. Excellent choice. Gerund is the right answer. The butterfly looks like dash.
On track. Drinking straws is the correct answer.
The word brook refers to.
Smart move. Small stream is an accurate answer.
Who is sitting very still?
Exactly. Rabbit makes sense and it is right choice.
Velvet grass means here.
Smart pick. Soft grass is the correct choice.
The butterfly feeds on.
Valid point. Nectar is true.
Ants Hill is dash. You got it. Your choice amazing is right.
Meadows hide dash. Well reasoned. Surprises is the correct choice.
A meadow reveals. You're right. The mystery of nature is the correct answer.
Meadow means sharp thinking. Grassland is the right choice.
How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format. Well reasoned. Contact Narayan Chengder on Facebook is the correct choice.